Brought Yahweh, brought Yahweh Shah, brought Yahweh, brought Yahweh Shah, brought Yahweh, brought Yahweh Shah, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Karakadash. All praises, honor, glory, love, respect, and faith, and power, and trust, and all credit to my Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and my Heavenly Big Brother, Yahweh Shah. Thank you so much for what you've done, what you're doing, what you're going to do. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, the bishops, the GMS, and Great Millstone, um, who I learned from, and all the men that scattered all over the world, teaching and preaching it in the truth and nothing but the truth in the spirit and in the name of Yahweh Shemab Shah. Trying to put a spiritual bug in you Hebrew Israelites' ears, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and you speckled birds. You speckled birds that look like other nations, like for example, a so-called white person, Chinese person that's actually a Hebrew Israelite. If you are, yeah, man. I finally checked out that video of the and I don't know if I want to say it because I be hearing that videos are getting taken down from YouTube for saying, Buffalo mass pow pow pow. I'll just say pow pow because of what happened. But I'm just gonna take. I don't want to take no chance of saying that sh zero. I mean, you don't say zero. SHOOTING. Well, anyway. Well, yeah, man. I finally looked at the video. I didn't really want to look at it, but I went ahead and looked at it on Reddit. And some people say it's fake. I left a comment to one brother from the Las Vegas sit down, but I was it's funny that if you disagree, it's no big deal about you getting a heart or but it was way I'm trying to explain. It was real. If he checks out my channel and watch the video, if anybody check out my channel, you gotta look closely. You gotta People gotta understand it's not a video game when you get shot shoot somebody instantly, a video game or movie. Now it depends on if there's pressure build up in somebody, like say you under pressure and there's let's say adrenaline building up. Yeah, you will see mist like a blood, like spray. There's many videos of police shootings. You'll see many videos of police shootings of police shooting at a suspect, and you'll see mist coming out. And then plus also another thing too, ballistics do funny things. Ballistics or bullets will do certain funny things depending on the size and the velocity. It does funny things to the human flesh or any kind of flesh. Anything you shooting at, it does funny things. There's a lot of things, variables going on. But you got to check out the environment, the surroundings. Like glass windows. Every time he pulls the trigger, muzzle flash. Muzzle flash comes from the muzzle of the gun. And then there's projectiles hitting the glass. And then there's projectiles hitting the brick wall. Then there's like the first woman the guy shot her in the head or shot her somewhere and head first into the ground. I don't know any crisis actor that I know of. I don't know anybody who could take a fall like a head first into the pavement like that. But anyway, and then plus the projectiles hitting bottles from inside, they penetrate through the glass and hit bottles from inside the building and hit other people that he could see. But anyway, but there's some funny stuff going on. Like, say they apprehended the guy, and I know it was a couple days ago, but I finally took a look at the video. But he gave himself up, which was strange. And the way it went down, it was just and I don't know. The courthouse be open on the weekends, but they immediately put him on trial. Like, everything just happened so fast, just like the shit that happened in Buffalo. Not Buffalo. What is shit going on in what's it happening with that James guy, Frank guy? But that shit there, I don't. That shit was bull crap. So I'm guessing the next thing Esau had to set up was something real. And that video, yeah, that incident was really real. That incident really went down. And that now they say that he wasn't actually the shooter. From I'm talking about the Buffalo pow pow pow. Um, he wasn't the shooter. No, that nigga just playing dumb. That nigga, he was a shooter. You could see his face in the rearview mirror. You could see that nigga face in the rearview mirror. That was him. That was clearly him. And then some people will say another thing too, there was no blood. When the guy walked up to the window, not to the window, he walked into the door. Just when he about to walk up to the door, he shot that one woman in the head. There was brain matter off the side of her head, pinkish red coming out like splatter. It wasn't like a pouring out. It was splat like a I can't describe it with words, but it was a splat there near next to her head. And every time he pulls the trigger, there was a reaction to the bodies. The bodies will move. Don't think just because you don't see blood instantly that oh it was fake. No, you got to understand ballistics. I'm not a CSI, but it doesn't take much to realize there's different ballistics. You can't shoot something real small like a 223 caliber or a 5.56 caliber, which he was using in that rifle or AR-15. The bullet is small, but it has a large cartridge. I mean, its cartridge ain't that large, but it's enough to push that thing. It's like a little 22 LR traveling at higher velocity than a 22 LR or a 22 Magnum. But that's damage. It brings some damage if you just won't see it so clearly. And everything was moving so fast in that video. But I know I just want to bring this video out talking about it, but I don't want to show anything because I already looked at the video and I was just watching him. This guy here, I subscribed to his channel. He got some good information, but he talks about what's going on. I should play a little bit of the video, but anyway, I'm gonna play it.
A white male in.
But yeah, man, it's like it's some shit going on. Yeah, it's some shit that's going on. But I try to refrain myself from the whole time being emotional about this, but and angry. But you can't help yourself sometimes. But you got to also think this is the Lord's word. This is His judgment. But you can't say that it's fake just because you don't see blood. You got to look closely. There's ballistics. Look at, I mean, check out the ballistics. The in sequence, I can't say the word well enough, but in sequence, when he pulls the trigger, the muzzle, the flash of the muzzle goes off. You see the what you call it, gunpowder, coming out of the muzzle, and then you see you got what you got what's the word? Cause he was shooting. What was it? Damn, I can't think of. But anyway, every time he shoots, ballistics hit glass. Anyway he shoots, ballistic hit walls. Anyway he shoot, ballistic will hit right on time the bodies, and the bodies will move. There will always be a reaction. There will always be a reaction. And just like the New Zealand shooting, that was a reaction. That was real. That was a reaction with that. You got to check out the environments. But shit, with everything moving so fast, some people probably won't check it out. But hey, man, I don't know, man. I got to say this now. You know, I, now some cats will say a lot of things that's going on is fake, but be mindful about who you actually listening to. Cause like say this shooting that happened, I think the guy was an agent. And like this guy here saying that they immediately described the guy of his age of being late teens. Like they already knew somewhat knew how he was, how old he was, and all this other stuff. But what I'm trying to say is that be mindful about who you listen to when you in the truth and you have your whole your mind always on Yahweh Shema Shah. I always think that you got actors in the truth. You got agents in the truth. You got agents in the truth. I'm not saying anybody is. I'm not pointing no fingers. I'm not saying no names because I don't know nobody's name. But I'm just saying you got agents in the truth, and you got people that will make you look like you know, crazy or whatever. But you gotta be mindful. Cause sometimes I be feeling like, is the name really true? Is this made up? Is this to round people up into something? To, like they make up an organization or something just to round people up. I'm not saying Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, the name isn't real. What I'm saying that anything can be possible. But I've right now in my heart and my spirit, I don't want to say that his name Yahweh is not real. And Yahweh Shah, the name is not real. But man, I'm like, it's some crazy shit that's going on, and I don't, I don't want to point the finger at anybody being full of shit and telling people that telling their opinion or they're I don't even have no scriptures right now to think of, man. I just being honestly truthful. I don't have any scriptures to back up with this video, man. But I just want to put out some stuff from what I'm seeing and hearing. And it feel like it's been like a week ago since this incident happened, but no, it's only been a couple of days. But I just had to say some things about it because I mean, even I had a video deleted. Uh, and they claim YouTube claimed it's hate speech because it was true. Red monkey devils. And I don't want to say too much because I'm gonna get this video deleted too if I say too much. And you got people that look like him that could be an Israelite. He's red. Hell, I'm a light skinned cat. I'm red, but brown, like a brownish red. But shit, I'm really red when I'm daggone in the wintertime. When I'm the summertime get warm, I turn brown. But anyway. Like I was saying, it's a matter of fact, since I got in, let me go ahead and play this video.
Killed. And this happened some time ago in another grocery store. I forget where that one was, where I kind of questioned it. Everybody was dead. Why were they all dead? Why weren't there none injured?
Yeah.
Because that's what you would expect.
Let me go
Why
back.
aren't you? Because the link's right down there. So I'm putting.
Okay, he telling us some shit.
They're still trying to figure out what they want to tell us. Let's put it that way. So.
So I'm guessing this video happened just when it happened. When did it happen? 3 days ago. So that was back. Yeah. And that was over the weekend. So the trial, yeah, that's weird though that it happened so soon.
Apparently, a guy pulls into a lot, gets out of his car, starts shooting at people with a rifle, goes into some kind of grocery store, shoots some more people, kills 10. They didn't say, at least in the article that I read, how many were injured. A rifle does not automatically result in a death. So if there were 10 killed, and this happened some time ago in another grocery store, I forget where that one was, where I kind of questioned it. Everybody was dead. Why were they all dead? Why weren't there none injured? Because that's what you would expect to find. You would usually expect to find more injured than dead, but we'll see what happens with that. And then they're describing the shooter who gave himself up. Interesting. A couple of witnesses apparently said the police showed up. This guy held his rifle to his chin at first. And here again, first information is never necessarily right. And then laid the gun down, went flat on his face. Police have it. Several things stick out in the first information here. They're describing the shooter as a white male, late teens to early 20s. All camoed up, apparently with a tactical helmet to which a camera was mounted. I think they said plate carrier. I maybe not, maybe, but I think that they did. So he's all dressed up, right? Right, dressed for success, ready to go. And they say that the FBI is looking into whether it is racially motivated, because apparently this is a majority-minority neighborhood.
Well, we're not the minority anyway, but anyway.
Those
Well, I mean, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and it's speckled birds, but you could blend in with someone like this guy. But anyway,
So the basics right there. They're saying a white male, late 20s, late teens, early 20s, all camo, using a rifle, goes into a majority grocery store, shoots the place up, gives himself up to police. They say they're still investigating to find the motive. I'm sure that as many questions occur to you as occur to me on this. Now, I've said before, expect some false flags.
Yeah, because it's gonna be many going. It's gonna be going down, and false flags or FFs. Well, I already said it anyway. False flags doesn't mean it's fake. It means it's a pretty much. Or I could type it in and get out the meaning. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Might as well. And this video gonna probably get taken down soon. Cause anytime somebody's talking about this, hey, cause it's starting to get nasty now, especially when the truth coming out. Some people saying it's not didn't really happen. Hold on, Buffalo shooting falls. Oh, this is New York's time. I mean not New York time. Newsweek. Buffalo shooting false flag operation. Huh? Said Wendy's Roger. What? Who? What? Am I reading this right? Says right wing influencers should suggest that Saturday that the racially motivated shooting could be a false flag operation. Yeah, 10 were fatally shot inside a Tops friendly. Yeah, I think I read this article before, but I didn't read all the way through. I think I went to it. Cause when was it? Okay, on the 15th. But yeah, man. And look, he's already in court on trial so soon. But this is like 2 days ago or three. I don't know how long it was. 2 or 3 days ago. But this person here, oh, two of these people saying that, you know, it could be a false flag operation. And sure enough, it is. Because false flag events could happen. It could be real. It could be fake. But it's all going to be staged. You're going to have people that's going to really die. You're going to be people that play dead. People going to get hurt or they're going to play hurt. Either way it goes, hey. And don't get mad at her. Good shit. She probably juiced into the bullshit anyway. But she calling it like it really is, you know? And now people starting to realize what's a false flag. And then the expert's going to say, it's not what the conspiracy theorists say it as. It's not this, it's not that, it's not that, and it's not this. It's this and that, that and this. And everybody gonna start believing this shit. Yeah. And guess what? Yeah, the Boston Tea Party, that's old school right there. That's old school false flag event. And people actually got killed afterwards. When them Edomites were dressed up like daggone Gadites or Reubenites, the so-called Native Indians, there was a lot of killing going on the other side of town where them Gadites and Reubenites weren't allowed over there where the Edomites were. They killed them because those Edomites were dressed looking like them. Shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit going on. But let's get back to the video.
Expect more.
I have one scripture or maybe more than one.
For this stuff, right? We're coming into the crazy season. Everything that they've tried has backfired on them.
Now they got to bring out the real to make it real.
Did you all read Matt Bracken's first book? If not, you should have. I think it was for the first one. There was 3 in the series that were great. What was the first one? Enemies, Foreign and Domestic. If you haven't, you should read it.
need to check the audio book of that.
Anyway, that's what we have. It'll be interesting to see what comes out of it. If you know more about this, post it. Remember, here on this channel, we don't go into threats. We don't go into anything jeopardizes our ability to keep on talking, right? If somebody does, I get rid of them because I figure that they're trying to start trouble. We have a lot of intelligent people here who can express themselves properly, talking around the situation without talking improperly. Let's watch what happens with this. Let's watch and see how this is developed. White male, minority, camoed up. Does that mean militia? It doesn't mean militia at all. Does it mean that's what they're going to try to say? Rifle. We're going to see what they say. If you're not with me on Patreon.
Okay. I'm about to say, how come I can't see my cursor right now? Let's make the pointer.
You need to be with me on Patreon, not so that I get your dollars, but so that you get the information that I put over there. I've just recently put one up about carrying multiple weapons, another one about...
Okay, we ain't got to get into all that about the sword too much. But yeah, like I was saying, I mean, it doesn't take much. You ain't got to be an expert. I'm not an expert. I mean, I do have swords, but whenever time there's a bullet, a object hitting certain thing, you're not gonna expect to see blood instantly. Especially coming if you ain't like hitting some kind of fleshly object. It depends on the projectile. It's not like you shooting a slug, like a shotgun slug. Of course, you gonna see that, or buckshots. Hey man, you gonna see if the guy had buckshots or shooting rifle slugs at those people. Oh, you gonna see it, and you're not gonna wanna. You gonna remember what shit. You gonna see the mess he gonna make. You gonna see the blood for sure. You ask for the blood, you gonna see the blood. When it's rifle, it depends on the caliber, the size of the caliber. Cause certain ballistics hit targets a different way and they exit out a different way if they exit out. But it's different. It's just different. And I don't know if he was using, I don't know if he was using Full Metal Jacket or hollow points. Most likely probably using Full Metal Jackets. But hollow points work a different way than Full Metal Jackets. But anyway, because Full Metal Jackets they penetrate more than your hollow point. Hollow points are more deadlier because they once they hit human tissue, the hollow section catches tissue or whatever like clothing and tissue, and it works like a parachute, like an upside down or reverse parachute, and it slows down and disperses into like a mushroom, or either like a mushroom in a way, or it breaks up in pieces and it causes more damage when, especially if it either fragment or the kinetic energy. I forgot the energy somehow. Anyway, you got to look it up on YouTube. I don't want to get too much into that because the whole thing is about people who saying it's fake and not seeing the other elements having reaction every time you pull a trigger. Because it's not about just seeing blood. You got to check out the surrounding elements around the whole incident. But anyway, I just want to, yeah, I got a scripture. Second, uh, damn, I can't pronounce the word. Uh, how you pronounce the word? Dang. I've been saying it so many times. I want to say Chronicles. I don't know why. It ain't Chronicles. Darn. Alright. I gotta do this real quick. Drinking too much fluoride water, man. Say pronunciation. Too much fluoride water, man. Got me pronouncing words. I can't pronounce certain words, or I'm forgetting how you pronounce it. Oh, come on, man. I'll say audio or sound. This shit won't say anything. Would you say it already?
Corinthian.
Corinthians. Yeah. It took like 40 minutes, 40 seconds for her to say that shit. Second Corinthians. Yeah. How embarrassing. Oh well. Second Corinthians verse 11. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Or not ignorant of his devices, not Satan's devices. Let's read that again. Let me zoom in too. What is it? Second Corinthians uh Second Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And anybody watch this video, shoot me a comment if if you want to talk trash about my quality of video. It ain't about that, it's about delivering a message. And if you want to do that, that just shows what kind of person you are. That's another thing I was just thinking of. Hell, if you're looking to be entertained or looking for a certain voice that moves you, well, that's cool with you. I mean, shoot, I'm just trying to do the best I can do by exalting the name of Yahweh Shema Shah, putting out the message, letting you know that hey, certain things you can't say a lot of these things are fake, and there's some things that's real. But yeah, man, I just want to address my views on what's going on, and if you agree, then cool. But if you don't agree, then cool. Hey, but anyway, for the men out there pushing the truth day in and day out, in the name, in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah, keep on pushing and keep the faith strong, stay humble. For you women out there, that believers of Yahweh Shema Shah, keep on keeping the faith strong, stay humble, stay in order for your man. If you ain't got a man, stay in order for Yahweh Shema Shah. To the hopeful elect, peace and blessings, and all praise to Yahweh Shema Shah, and Shalom.